All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the financial statement. All right, give me one sec. Of course, it's being a giant pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Can you see the balance sheet?
Yes.
All right, cool. So this is as of December 26th. We are currently, all of our assets together went down by about 1610. This is normal around the holiday season. You'll see a drop in not only stock prices, but you'll also see a drop in cryptocurrency prices as well. The only thing that really gained by the end of the month was our liquidity mining. So we mined DeFi, USDT, BCH, USDC, Litecoin, and I just recently had to start mining Ethereum as well. And you can see that there was a financial uptick. There was also an uptick of about 6 cents towards our checking account. And as of our next meeting, well, not next meeting, but our end of the month meeting at the end of this month, the interest on all the other accounts will be posted from BlockFi as well. All right, and let's see here. Also, I said I did. So want to go ahead and give a reminder that as of this month, the goal is by the end of the month for us to collect $200 so that we can break it up amongst our assets. So I said, what I want to do is make sure we have at least $100 in our checking account at all times for any purchases we would like to make immediately. And then split the rest up amongst our current cryptocurrency, liquidity mining, and our stock. But that is pretty much it. I said we're down about 1610. Actually, we're down even further because Bittrex, which it was used for our liquidity mining, it's having trouble with Bitcoin right now. So not only has the Bitcoin price just dropped, but the price of our DeFi has dropped as well. But that is supposed to be fixed by tomorrow. So hopefully by the end of the month, we'll see a severe uptick. All right.
That's the part that's annoying me.
Did anybody have any questions on that? Do you want me to pull it back up?
No.
Oh, there he goes.
Hey.
Apparently, I had to adjust my settings because the way my headset's hooked up is a whole nother mess now.
Oh.
But yeah, so that's pretty much where I am balance statement wise. As I said, other than Ethereum, I didn't have any suggestions for any further investments. But if you guys have any ideas, feel free to share them now or shoot them to me later.
So
nothing offhand that I can think of investing in personally.
I haven't actually looked into it because I have no idea what it is. I've just seen the memes and that's it. What the fuck are NFTs?
Oh, dude. No, basically they're art made online to be sold online, almost as if it's real art. But as you know, real art is also a huge fucking scam. I mean, mostly it's used to push drugs. But anyway,
it's not just that. You can make a physical object also an NFT. It's fucking stupid.
Basically, it's only worth what everybody else thinks it's worth, which is pretty much what everything is worth.
So it's putting a money value on it's putting money value on something that's either existent or non-existent and treating it as if it's actual money.
And
well, then why not just do Bitcoin at that point?
Yeah.
That's the joke.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. I mean, most NFTs, they're so. Let's say someone makes an image of a house, and then it's like, okay, well, this particular house image and its color, all this shading, this is all completely new and unique, and no one else can have an exact copy of that. But then they'll turn around and sell something that may be the same picture, but it's a house in a different color.
Jen's talking about having
it's like
and
someone
is unique now. It's bullshit. Don't do it.
Someone made their OnlyFans website an NFT.
It's bullshit. The whole thing is bullshit. Oh my god, NFTs are a fucking joke.
Well, the worst part is now I'm wondering how copyright law is going to jump into that shit. And the whole
it's not going.
They
to
can't.
Because it's not made by people who actually care about copyright.
High waisted.
Okay.
Here, right?
Well, then I won't worry about it too much because
No.
yeah, I was like, okay, I see all these memes about fucking pictures and stuff, but I have no idea what this is or how it works
or they're too long,
Yeah.
and I trip over
After the
them
meeting,
in
Eric,
my,
did you want to get into
drill
anything?
masters. We can't
I
find
don't know,
any
man.
members that work.
I was barely pulling it together just for the meeting, to be completely honest.
I know. I just figured I'd throw it out there.
I know. Oh, so
I'm tripping over. I can move.
so one of the small bundles that I picked up on sale for like $5 was like 5 different typing games because my son like pecks on the keyboard like this, and I'm like,
It's comfortable for me.
no, it's not okay.
It's
Not no, hey, it's not okay.
She made me wear one of the pairs that was really
So-
big on me and just had me like pin them.
I mean, literally, it's one of those where I'm like, okay, look, I don't care if you type at 20 words per minute, you're only 12, but at the same time, you need to actually know the home row and, you know, all that shit. You know, even, because unless you literally do a job where you do not need to type ever, you're still going to need it.
Like, there's days where I type at 20 words per minute and days I type at 85. You just never know what you're getting with Matt.
Oh, yeah. I think, wow. Well, in high school, I think I was pretty close to 100 words per minute. No, not in high school. In high school, I was 80. In college, I was pretty close to 100 words per minute because then I was also doing the programming on top of it and writing all kinds of shit and everything. And then, man, in 2004, I was doing that and also going ahead and writing game reviews because I really got into that for a while. So,
Sounds fun.
it was. And then I kind of backed off it for a little bit and I've slowed down to probably 40 or 60 now, but still.
You built or done anything recently down
No, I have not. And I said I was just talking to Eric. I said I've because he's had a low energy issue, which I think is far more serious than mine. But I have had a severe one as well. I have done no new lessons. I have done nothing, and I'm just talking here making me realize that I need to get my ass up and do some shit. So I think I'm gonna go back to the lessons I was doing. I think I'm gonna come back to do my 3D CAD lessons again. But yeah, I need to get on it. I have been so fucking lazy, and I can't keep I can't just keep doing nothing.
One thing I've tried to do, to limited success, was I said, okay, look, pretend you're in college. Set up 4 classes that you're working
You'll
on.
just drop out.
No, what I'm saying is set up 4, classes. Like just make believe classes that you're taking, right now. And so I was like, okay, well, psychology and mental health, different stuff like that. Physical fitness and nutrition, different stuff like just stuff that's interesting that I intend to use on a regular basis. Okay, great. Now, what are you doing every day to work toward that? So I sat down and I have like a journal that I keep up at all times while I'm at work, and then I just write down random stuff like, okay, today I ate this. That way, if the next day it's like, well, you gained a pound. Why? Oh, well, look what you ate. Or just like, okay, well, hey, did you read anything today? Oh yeah, I went ahead and read this book. Oh great. And then basically I went ahead and had like a little graph where I'm measuring this is the amount of effort through the month that you went ahead and presented toward this. So I did that because at some point I'd like to try to go back to school, probably for like IT or just something like that. And I'm like, well, dude, I already know you weren't the world's best student when you were in school, and you got really good toward the end of being in school because you had to have that final push. But, like in 2007, let's see, I got a new job at Time Warner, graduated from college, got my A+ and Network Plus certifications, and then in January of 2008, got my Security Plus certification. And I'm like, why can't I have that level of drive now? I know I can do it. I just need to get back into that mindset of, oh, hey, I've got stuff to do. I need to work on this every day. So, yeah, I figure as long as I can keep that going, like okay, well, these are for, classes I'm taking, but I'm taking them as a self-paced thing. What is the amount of effort I'm putting into it? As long as I can get back into the just every day, let's go ahead and do something, then I can write it down and say, okay, well, how'd you do on this month versus the last month? What are you doing to, make an impact, basically?
Okay. Actually, that's pretty good. I'm trying to dedicate 4 hours a day to studying something, whether even if it's 4 hours in a row, but like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, just making some progress on something. So, yeah.
Or do it like a gym, one day on, one day off.
No, get in the chair.
Yeah. Actually, I need to get back to the gym too. But I need to learn something too. I got to start learning something new. It's just talking to these customers. I realized that at some point they got to that point where they were like, I'm not going to learn anything new. I'm not going to pay attention to anything. I'm going to let the world spoon feed me. And when I don't know something, I'm going to complain to every single person I know and still get nothing resolved because I am too stupid to understand the right answer.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot turn into one of those people. If I do, please put a bullet right between my eyes because I am done.
The only thing I've done productive is I finally got my PC upgrade a little bit.
Yes.
I'm buying an SSD I'm buying an SSD here shortly.
Okay.
I'm gonna just basically me and Leon were talking. I'm just gonna move the OS and all the boot operations to the SSD and leave everything else on the other hard drive.
Okay.
Try to tackle it like that. But so far, dude, I never realized my PC only had fucking 8 gigs of RAM.
Boy,
Oh.
Yeah,
for the shit that you like doing with it, that's surprising.
Yeah, I just didn't pay attention. And finally, I was like, I gotta do something.
I mean, 8 gigs will get you a long way. I mean, if you're not doing too much.
But listen, I went from 8 to 24, and my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the difference is significant.
I was like, you got any of that 3D Mark software? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. And then he just hit me up like, oh my God.
Well, I've ran the test before. I just didn't pay attention. Because I know me and Eli were doing a comparison. He's like, dude, everything on your thing looks great besides this. And I kind of blanked him out because it's Eli talking. Well, I mean, he rants a lot and then gets to the point, and that was the issue.
Yes.
Same.
So I you talk to him. Tell him I said, hey, I've been seeing him.
I don't know. He's so rare to get in touch with. To be honest.
Is he doing okay? I mean, I know that by the time we left the site, he wasn't doing great, and then things kind of declined.
He's doing good beyond the. Well, no, it's not a secret anymore. But he told me way before he told anybody else in the world, apparently, because I don't talk to people. But he does have a second child.
He has a what?
A second child.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those six. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that could be a blessing.
He says it's great, beyond the fact that, I warned him. I'm like, wait till it gets older. I have a second myself.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is he happy about it?
Yeah, no, I mean, he was happy and not happy at the same time. The best that a situation can be when you're poor.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll make the whole kid thing harder.
He's like, it's the best you can do in a situation where it's the best you can do.
The tricky thing about having a second child is, on the one hand, you're starting from experience, but on the other hand, you're not starting from experience when it comes to sibling rivalry. And now you're also having to deal with the one getting older at the same time of dealing with this, and that's a cocktail. That is yeah.
If you want to hear something real interesting, my older sister, who just turned 40, is pregnant with twins.
Whoa!
And these are her first children.
Oh.
Whoa!
Yeah, so she's a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, I imagine.
About 6 months, so yeah, she's freaking out a bit. She was not expecting twins, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
For any in general?
She wasn't trying for any in general, but when she found out she was pregnant, she was like, okay, you know what? I can handle this. I mean, it's one baby, but then twins, she's like, fuck. But she should have expected it because two of my younger brothers had twins their first time out as well. So
Wow.
I almost had some.
Mm.
I would have had 4, but because they were so close together, it just couldn't. It was either Alyssa would die, or the babies would die, or all of them would die.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a hard fucking
Well,
choice.
well,
Jesus.
let alone like when Jace was born, he had the whole like umbilical cord, jaundice, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So to get another time right after the other 2 times, it was just
Yeah.
impossible.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, life.
Kids.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I know I mentioned a couple of months ago
Mhm.
that starting this year, I wanted us to have, I wanted us to continue to have online meetings, but also meeting in person. But
Yeah.
The person
with the
thing's
Omicron,
probably,
with the Omicron cases skyrocketing, because honestly,
well,
about 5 people I know have gotten it, and they've also gotten their
dude, there's a guy in this group.
inoculations as well. So it's like, fuck this shit.
There's a guy in our group that has it right now.
Yep. Leon has it.
Everybody says I feel like I'm dying. I'm like, wow, okay, I'm not risking that.
Yeah. It's nuts.